What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Lux. In today's video, girl, we're gonna do a spooky anti-haul. Now, you know what an anti-haul is? Basically where I talk to you about the new products that are out that I don't feel I should spend my money on. By all means, this is not a bashing video. It's just my opinion on these products and why I feel I will not be spending my coins on it, okay? I might not like something, but you might love it, so don't let me discourage you. You're just listening to my opinions, girl. So the first thing we have up is on Sephora.com. It is the new Pat McGrath $125 palette, girl. Yes, you heard me, $125. Y'all were complaining that Laura Lee's palette was $40, but how about this one, girl, $100? Which seems to be a trend, girl. I've been noticing that palettes are slowly increasing in revenue, but at the end of the day, the people who are buying these $125 palettes are just putting a lot of money into the pockets of the company. Because let's just say the palette is worth $6, and they're selling it for $125. Like, that's enough to buy several palettes, obviously selling one. So the Pat McGrath palette, it comes in several different shades. So this is this one here, and it's still $125. And another one, here's the other one there, and you can see the top of the palette has different type of designs and different eyeshadows. So girl, the Sephora collection released a box of eyelash. Girl, speaking of eyelashes, look at these. Look how huge these are. Like, look at that. Wow. Okay. Seriously, I love eyelashes. However, I just don't picture myself spending this money, which is $150 on a box of eyelashes, when you know you can get you some really good ones for way cheaper. Especially like independent brands have really good eyelashes too. I think girls like to play with lashes. Sometimes they want bigger lashes, smaller lashes, just depending on the outfit and the mood. These lashes look kind of boring in the house, girl. I much rather get like a more like luxury lash, if that makes sense, or like an independent brand lash. When I think of Sephora, I don't really think of like, not Sephora the store, but Sephora the company that makes makeup, like Sephora branded makeup. I really don't think that it's like luxury makeup. I think it's good makeup, but I don't think it's like luxury makeup. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. Okay, so next up is gonna be busted ass anything for views, girl. Huda Beauty. She's at it again, girl. Huda Beauty's at it again. She just won't stop, can't stop. With a busted ass $65 palette, girl. Oh my God. Just when we thought it couldn't get any more boring, it just got so much more boring, girl. You know what? The only thing that would change my opinion with Huda would be for her to actually include men in her advertisements. It just always seems geared toward women all the time. And what really rubbed me the wrong way is when Huda said that she's a small brand. Like, girl, for those of you who don't know, Huda Beauty is the #1 influencer on Instagram. And she's inside Sephora. And she just came out with foundations, and you're still considering yourself a small brand? At what point do you not consider yourself a small brand? You know what I'm saying? No, girl. Miss Thing lives in Dubai, not bothered, but she swears she's a small brand. Girl, bye. I'm over her. Okay, so next up is going to be the Yves Saint Laurent lipsticks, girl, for $50. I don't really think this is a good buy for me. However, I can see it as a really good gift for somebody. And I do think that you are getting a good deal because you're getting 4 lipsticks for $50. I think they usually sell them for like $30, $22 each. So you are saving some money that way. But honestly, I think most girls tend to go for like a nude lip or like a burgundy lip or something like that. Colors are they just seem kind of bright. I really don't see like the average woman wearing this. I don't know the girl who would want to buy this, because like if you look at the set closely, it's not something that I think a lot of women can pull off at work. You know what I'm saying? So it would have to be for like special occasions. But even if you were to go out on special occasion, what special occasion would require orange lipstick, girl? Like seriously? And on top of that, it's $50, girl. No, man. But the packaging is cute. I'll give it that. Next up is gonna be, girl, seriously, right here. I'm not joking. I actually saw this in person at Sephora. $50, girl. Now, for the amount of makeup that you're getting, it sounds like a good deal, but if you see this in person, it's so small. Like, the pans are like this, like, oh, they're so small. And it almost feels like children's makeup when I had swatched it and played with it. It just feels like children's makeup. I like the concept that it just spreads open. You have all these types of makeup. However, the colors are just like very much the same. Nothing really pops out for me. And just hear it from me, if you get a chance to play with this, it just feels like kid makeup, girl. I like that it's trying to be like the one-stop shop and here's all the colors and we have everything here for you. But at the same time, I mean, I just don't see somebody rocking this, girl. Like, honestly, the price point looks good for all the makeup you're getting, but when you see it in person, it's very small. So next up is Anastasia. Anything for views, girl. Her busted ass glow kit. Are you serious? How many more glow kits are we gonna have to see in this world, girl? I mean, I have seen so many glow kits by Anastasia already. Like, seriously. It's like, it's following the trend of highlighters, which I think is slowly dying out. I swear, in 2018, the less highlighters I see, the better. Because I think us people have bought enough highlighters to last us for years. And Anastasia just feels like she cracked the code, and every other week is releasing another cardboard box of 4 shades of highlighters, girl, which is just so groundbreaking the house. The price point for $30, I would say is fair, because at least you are getting variety, but at the same time, girl, I mean, seriously, highlighters, girl. Oh, girl. Yes, Miss Thing. Busted ass Natasha Denona. $239. I will not spend $239 on a makeup palette, girl. Are you serious? Even if I had the dollars, I would not want to spend that much money on that, girl. You know what $239 gets you, girl? It can get you at least a couple cc's of Botox, girl, or Juvederm or something, girl. You can pump your lips up the house, take the wrinkles away the house, girl, for $200 some, girl. You do something with that. But for the Natasha Denona palette, girl, it's just a palette. What special ingredients do you have in there that I would need to buy, girl? Is it like the tears of virgin monks that are mixed into this concoction of eyeshadows? And then to me, the eyeshadows don't even look that sickening in the house. They look boring, girl. But just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, she released another one congruently to it for another $239 with even more busted ass colors. And she's at it again, girl. Natasha Denona released another little small palette for $50. The only thing that stands out to me is that purple, and I'm sure we can get that somewhere else, but it just seems like, girl, okay, no ma'am, you're not getting my coin, not today, not ever. Okay, I can already see the dislikes coming, and I'm gonna dodge them, girl. I'm gonna dodge those dislikes, girl. Seriously, the brand new Chanel fragrance that came out, I believe it's supposed to be like a reinvention of the Chanel No. 5. So I had the opportunity of testing out this fragrance in store, and I put a generous amount here, and I didn't dab it like that. I just, you know, sprayed it here, and it smelled good while it was on for the first couple of minutes, but then later on throughout the day, it just like vanished, and I didn't even smell it anymore. And if I did get a hint of it, I had to get really, really close. But it's not a fragrance that everyone around you will know you have it on. I want to say like it's more of an intimate fragrance, but it almost just smells very like powdery. I don't know. The only thing I can describe it is like if you get like makeup and you just like smell makeup, that's kind of what it reminds me of, with the hint of Chanel No. 5. I've never really been a big fan of Chanel No. 5 because it tends to smell like a sophisticated woman with the hint of something that just like I really don't understand. This one is a reinvention of that, and which I can smell the reinvention, but then the bottom base note is still Chanel No. 5. So when this goes away, you smell what originally I didn't even like to begin with. So that's why I have to pass on that. All right, next up is going to be the Fenty Beauty Blender, girl. I'm passing on this one because honestly, you can get a beauty blender for like $5, $10, girl. You don't need to spend $16 on a specific Fenty Beauty Blender. That, I'm going to have to save you some coins on that point. I think Fenty was like riding the wave on this point, riding the trend of his beauty blenders. I love Fenty and what they're doing, but I could have done without the beauty blender at this point. Giorgio Armani Beauty released a $100 little compact that has a little shades in there. They're so freaking small. You know you're gonna hit pan very quickly. The design looks nice, but I just can't picture spending $100 on something like so small. So and then Christian Dior came out with a limited edition lipstick. It kind of looks weird, the bottle design of it. Sometimes packaging really sells me on a product, but the packaging on this lipstick just seems kind of odd to me, and I just don't really. It doesn't really stimulate my aesthetic to want to buy it and invest money into it. Like, I wouldn't feel sickening pulling it out and being like, oh, yes, girl, clock at the house. It just doesn't do that for me. Okay, so the Urban Decay, girl, released mini lipstick palettes. I don't know. When it comes to palettes that you have to dip in there to put on your lip, I really don't think that Urban Decay thought this out very well. Because you can get I would rate, if that's your thing, like if you like lipstick palettes, Definitely get the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. You can also just mix to create your own colors. But this one just seems kind of hokey pokey to me. I don't like the design. I don't like the aesthetic to it. And I guess I just don't understand the vision in the palette itself. Just something that I'm gonna pass on. So Huda, again, girl, came out with mini eyeshadow palettes, something like that. Are you serious? One of the palettes, you know, if you know me very well, one of the palettes has my attention, but I would have to see it in person, and if then, that would be the only Huda person thing I own, and I don't know if it's even worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's this trend right now in the beauty industry of minis. Everybody wants minis, girl. Mini, mini, mini. They want to share it with their friends, but honestly, girl, it's not a mini. It's a damn sample, girl. You're buying samples to the house. Are you seriously, you want to spend $30 on a sample? Girl, just buy you the full product, get over with. You know, unless you're just balling, girl, and you get to... But I understand, some people want to travel and they, you know, but I don't know. I'm just going to pass on most of these palettes, but I will let you know if I buy that other one. Okay, so that company Dose or something, you know what I'm talking about, Dose, they came out with makeup. They have a palette called Hidden Treasure. It is so busted the house, girl. I have to say, at least they thought differently. You know, the shadows are placed. So, I mean, I think that's pretty neat, but Treasure, girl, that whole mermaid treasure theme is so played out, girl. I mean, I would have been more happy if they did something with unicorn or something like that. But when it comes to, I personally, and like I said, opinions, I don't own anything by Dose, and I'm not really excited by that brand, period. Okay, honestly, Too Faced Cosmetics came out with this makeup thing. It kind of like got released secretly almost, but all the money, or not all of it, I think some of the money is going toward animals and stuff like that. So it is basically the Too Faced Cosmetics has a dog that they absolutely love, and so this whole palette is dedicated to the dog. And I like the front, like the artwork on that palette is simply amazing. And I almost wanted to buy it. I was this close to trying to buy it. What stopped me is, one, it was freaking sold out in the store. Number two is, if you go to the website, the photos look so freaking good. But then when you see people who actually have the palette, the photos aren't as vibrant. And I kind of feel like gooped the house a little bit at that point. Girl, this eyelash girl, she's over at the house, girl. She don't want to stay still. Don't forget, I do have merchandise down below, so you can check it out if you want. Alright, so that's pretty much all I can think of right now at the top of my head. Let me know what you think about this drama and all that stuff down below. If you like the video, smash that like button, comment, rate, subscribe. If you don't like the video, send it to your haters, so when they watch it, they lost 10 minutes of their life, they'll never get back. Alright, see you next video. Peace. I love you so much. Don't forget, I do have merchandise down below, so you can check it out if you want.